Alright, you bum boils on toast, welcome to my Crysis Remastered review. Being played on the PlayStation 5. And there will indeed be spoilers abound. Just to warn you all before we get fully into the muck of this thing. Now, I remember when Crysis came out back in the day, it was this sort of mythological game if you didn't have like a NASA supercomputer, and even then, people couldn't run it properly. So no matter what you were running it on, it was always going to be a wee bit on the janky side. Well, it's kind of still a wee bit on the janky side because it is an older game. I still think it's well worth putting in some time with though, because it's still a lot of fun. I originally played Crysis on the Xbox 360, and it was basically restructured and remade from the ground up so it could run on this machine and the PlayStation 3. So there were some things missing, like the VTOL section, where you go you're in that flying thing shooting down the alien squid things. That was completely gone. I think that was the only like really major omission to the game. Obviously the graphics weren't as nice, you didn't have the draw distance or the frame rate the same, but other than that it was still very much Crysis. And this version of the game is part of a trilogy remaster. Now the only really annoying thing about that is there's still no Crysis Warhead on this disc. It was the add-on for the first game. I don't think it was terribly long, but I would still like to play it because it was meant to be pretty damn good. And your guess is as good as mine as to why this has not been included with this package. Probably because maybe they want DLC later, or maybe there's a rights issue somewhere down the line. Who knows, could be a myriad of problems holding it up. Never mind, not to worry. We've still got 3 belters of games to, work through. And I have just recently finished this today, and I loved every minute of it. Well, maybe not every minute. There are a few small issues, shall we say, which I will delve into in due course, I will start this off by saying the game looks absolutely amazing. What a fucking job they've done in it, I'm no kidding. Other than a few graphical glitches that I've seen, the game's beautiful. Aye, it just is. It's just, very impressed. Very sunny looking. And you get to other parts and it's like even sunnier, and there's like water you can swim in, and you can, it's good. It looks really good. So if you're not impressed with the graphics, I don't know what to tell you. Fuck off. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking, right? Fucking don't have a hernia. Don't want some fucking bollock to pop into your mouth through anger and frustration. Like that bastard told me to fuck off. In a joking fashion. Cancel him.
Something's here. It's got Jester!
We have to go! We have to go now!
Can he cancel me? Because I am nobody. Absolutely nobody. And I will mix up the good points and bad points. I'm not going to do a list of good, list of bad. We'll come to it as I have written it down in this pad. Right, the autosaves are a wee bit on the aggressive side. I've noticed they need to sort that out. Especially if you're driving a motor and you'll just be like, stop! And you stop and it's a jumpy stop. And it jumps all over the place. And I'm like, fuck's sake, game. Can you make that a wee bit smoother? Please? Even when you're on foot and you could be in the middle of a fucking firefight and you're like, Jesus! That needs fixing, but that's a small thing, and the chances you've been in a firefight when it loading like that is quite slim, but it does happen.
Your mama's ass looks upset.
I tend to find the difficulty can be a bit of a bitch as well. You don't really feel like a super soldier in this game, you're like some wee guy that just dies after 3 hits. Dead. Aye, so you'll need to watch out for the difficulty spikes though. Right, what else? The gunplay's fun, gameplay's good. I mean, I have no complaints there. It's as fun as any other Call of Duty game or Halo game or whatever. I just kind of wish the grenade was on like a button rather than having to select it like a weapon. That's a pure old thing. That's like Quake 2 levels of old. Although this isn't quite as old as Quake 2. Or is it? I can't tell because it's that good looking. Another thing about the game is like the whole thing just reminds me of Half-Life 2 for some reason. Just got that sort of, you're in a bigger world but you're not in a bigger world type feel. I mean, it's pseudo open world. It's not really open world, but you've got like a big map, and you've got, you know, like many options to infiltrate a base. But it's not like fucking. No, it's not properly open world. Pseudo. Many areas of advantage to kill people over and over again, and then have them spot you when you least expect it, and then fuck you with a shotgun blast to the face. But it can be unremarkable as well at times when you notice that it really is just a bench test for a PC. Well, that's what it was back in the day. I mean, it's good. I mean, it is good fun. It's just sometimes I'm like, fucking nah, I'm getting annoyed with this. I'm just a bit bored of it. Vehicle sections though, there's like a tank section. I just kept getting my fucking arse kicked. And I was like, where are these shots even coming from? I think I need specs. Do you know what? I think it's not the game, I think it's just me. It's me being an old bastard. Sorry about that. Nearly 40 in like 2 months. 3 months. 2 and a bit month, we'll say. Jesus. 40. Anyway, I swiftly moving on for that pish. I mean, well, whatever complaints I can really throw at it. I mean, there's not enough to stop me playing. And there weren't enough to stop me playing. I did finish it. And this is the second time I finished the first game. Alright, the first time I finished it was a cut back version, but that still counts. I mean, the first time I finished Doom 3 was in the PC, and then I played the Xbox, the original Xbox version of it, which was also a cut back game. Cut back levels, cut back bits in levels. And I actually thought it was a better game. Pacing wise, it was a lot more fun. Don't agree here with the Crysis though, with the VTOL mission being put back. It doesn't really feel that it stretches the game out to like unreasonable proportions. It's a good game. And the aliens are weird. The aliens don't show up though till like the last third of the title though. Or the third act, I should say. Last third, silly prick. And they're a bit unremarkable because they're like big squids, wee squids, and a giant tank thing. And then you fight an even bigger flying thing at the end. So it's like they really didn't have time to develop the aliens, I don't feel. But it's still, no. I still say it's a good time. And well, it's part of a pack, so even if you didn't like it, you're going to get Crysis 2 and 3. I still say dive in, give this one a bash, give it another chance if you've came away from it before. Because you might be pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. Actually, I know I was, but you know what I mean. It was like no fucking. Well, I didn't hate the game before, but I think I like it a wee bit more now because I've actually played the proper full version. There's side activities today as well. You'll notice them, they'll be like wee yellow dots rather than your wee green dots on your map. Map's a bit shite, right enough, but kind of looks like an actual military game, like something you'd find in like one of the early Tom Clancy titles. It's like, well, we're military, and you will fight other nano suit soldiers later on in the game that are bad guys. They just take a few extra hits to kill, but they can kill you very, very, very quickly, and they can go invisible. But they're basically you, so that's good fun. And that's really all I have to say in Crysis. It's maybe shown its age a wee bit in some places, but others, no. Graphics are sweet, still looks great, still plays good. Aye, no complaints. I like the suit abilities. Enjoy if you decide to dive in, and I think you should. I absolutely think you should. Right, and I'll be doing the reviews of the next two, so that'll be the next two videos, but they'll come a wee bit later on. I need to play them and all that shit. Record and edit and all that geek, so I'll say goodnight and au revoir.
What in the name of General Patton is that fucking thing? Get out of here, Vulture. This bastard belongs to me.
What about you, Major?
I'm a Marine, son! I'll walk on water if I have to. Now get off my fucking island while I draw its fire. Bring it on!
Hang on! We're overloaded!